Hat on with my heart torn in two. You saw me coming.
This is the one that made us laugh.
You knew what I would do with a message.
You guys are pouring in, I like it. The lighting's actually really good. Obviously the camera's new, but the lighting's, it's natural light straight from the window, but somehow makes a beautiful picture. But yeah, I mean, look, I was shaky last month. I've like had those back-to-back 6K weeks, and fucking discipline kind of got shaky, started not kind of doing as well. And that's when I started like implementing kind of a new strategy, and I just wanted to show you some of the results. I think the connection, we're doing all right. I just wanted to kind of show you the results of the change in strategy and kind of what's changed. And then like some of the tickets today, like EYES was just a fucking good gift from God, honestly. But we'll say hello to some people. What's up, Turbo? I'm from Britain. My name's Turbo, and I'm from Britain. I'm English. I like shorting. I like going long when others go short. I like going long on overextended stocks because I'm a chaser. Now, Turbo, hopefully he's getting better at trading, but a couple of these longs are chasers. Yeah, the wall is good. What's up, Gav? Nice to see you, you sexy motherfucker. What's up, Simon? Dude, fucking in England, it's lockdown, right? So I haven't been able to get my hair cut for like 3 months. So I've just started wearing sunglasses in the dark, or when they're absolutely not required. It's literally a hairband. This is life right now. What's up, Tom? Yeah, I haven't done one in ages because I was moving home and then I was changing strategy and I was trying to adapt. I went through like a rough week, and when I'm trying to figure out what to do, I'm trying to figure out what to do, and then when I figure it out, I tell you. Do you know what I mean? Fuck off. It is not Tango the Man Digger. Jesus Christ. Great to see you, brother. Simon, Mike, what day is this? Day 1. Nice to see you, brother. Great to see you in. See my tweet. I haven't picked who I'm going to do the free lesson for yet now. Is that Jesse, first red day, Jesse? I think it probably is. Bridget, you look fucking fire on that picture. Like, we should neck on, possibly immediately. Bridget is someone I know well, though, when I'm not flirting with a random internet person, but she does look pretty fucking hot. Like, your hair is like wavy and perfect. It's like the perfect photo. But yeah, sorry, sidetracked, slightly fucking weird. Just stopped going along. 3K on the day between eyes and ANPC. Beautiful, brother. I'm not far off yet. I think I hit 1.8, 1.7, 1.8 today. Great day. What did you do? Yeah, you were. I don't know if you're short both, but let's go through them. Okay, how does your daily? Yeah, I'm gonna explain. Haha, thanks. That's good. Not a bad reaction. So, I mean, look, we can quickly just go on to how things are going. I haven't done this in ages. All right, cool. So crazy good week. It's like, I hope this is good. Yeah, I'm up about. I need a new laptop. I'm up about 7,000 in the last 6 days. Crazy. 7.1K this month. It's only the 9th. So things are really going well. The system that I've got is like fucking working. I'm not taking the stupid drawdowns, not taking the like minus 2K red weeks. Like, remember like these minus three. These were unrealized a lot more as well. I'm not taking these drawdowns as badly because generally I've got a loss journal here where I like write me personal, like you fucked up here, you fucked up there, what did I learn, stuff like that. And then I've got a calculator and I've took, I mean, I use two brokers. I'm with Trade Zero and I'm with Speed Trader. With Speed Trader, I've took the step of taking the, and if you want how to borrow stocks with a smaller account, use the Trade Zero link in the description of the YouTube or check my Twitter profile. But I like literally will mark like the in, the out, and work out the percent, and I'll take off the unrealized profits. I don't want to know. Like, I don't want to know what I'm up or down. I'll simply just calculate what's my risk. Say my risk is 250 max loss. What's the appropriate size to for a specific risk level? So I'll kind of try and take you guys through, but it's been killer start. One sec. Let's just figure this fucking out. I hope we can like run okay. This is the process. I cannot take live streaming and then all the fucking trading platforms and stuff. One second, when hell he got. Trying to get this thing on the screen. Right, we're good. Okay. So obviously, eyes. It's very good. Textbook overextended first red day or overextended gap down. I don't even know what you call it, but it's up from fucking 1 to 15. It's up from 1 to 20 summit. So like it's due to come down. And the old adage rule of like stocks fail on day 3 or definitely day 4. Like there's just a lot of nuances that I kind of spotted on this. And mostly it's just up ridiculous. Normally stocks fail on day 3. And then when you really got this overextended like parabolic after hours, that was like the sign where I was like, this is probably done. Like they've probably squeezed the last of the shorts out. So the main kind of thing that I was looking for, and like if you saw INV, was it INVI? INVI today, like it went from like I don't know, like how many stocks just go straight up. Like we've seen endless ones in this recent market where they'll rip from the open and they won't pull back. And I just thought I'm not shorting. I used to like short pushes, and then if the pullback didn't collapse, I'd be out. But now these pushes are just so non-stop that I've just thought I'd rather just wait for the initial crack. It's safer, then I've got a better place to risk from. So when this cracked, my entry was in here in the 24s. So I'm short from the 24s with appropriate size to risk from the 26s. And I don't mind trading like trading within a call around this area. So like it's fine to like take some off when it gets really overextended down from the 24s to the 20s. Then you can put it back on in the 21s. as long as your risk stays the same and as long as your size stays the same. And generally, obviously, you can move your risk down. So when this almost fails, you've got this top, quadruple top almost. When you get this quadruple top, I don't mind adding size in here and then just risking off here because I'm up a lot on the position. It's shown us that it's not really going to test the 26s. I'm not going to get stopped out in the 26s. So I'd rather say, all right, well, I'll short here. And then once it starts falling down, that's when you risk because it's just too wide. Like I want to log in profits. And ultimately, this squeeze scared us a little bit. This little squeeze up, this green candle. But ultimately we did all right. So that was kind of eyes, but what was the other? But like the likes of ears as well, like with ears, eyes and ears were sympathy to each other, like fucking guess that. I think this screen time might be a little slower. All right, I think you guys can. I'm just gonna stop the broadcast and then start it again just to make sure you guys are up to date. Yeah, I think you're just like a few seconds behind, but hopefully you're all right. Like I say, I really need a new PC. So with EAS, like I actually made like EAS is like short into resistance kind of setup. So we know that it's got this resistance in like the 630s. It's got it from this previous day. If it topped out on 240 million, it's highly unlikely that today that it's trading 40 million, it's going to break the resistance if it couldn't do it on 240. Granted, it's like not came from as far down, but still like this level is a good potential short. And to be honest, this is straight from the gate that I created. This is like pretty much a high volume resistance short. This is for me, this is one of the best shorts you can get. Was one of the like 4 or 5% that just didn't work, but I still made money on the stock because like I respected risk, right? So with EAS, it's like, well, let it fail and play off the high. So it's like when EAS pushes at the open, this is the crack, this is the short, this is your risk. We can quite easily say, all right, that's a moment of weakness. This is a high volume resistance short. I'm going to get in on this bounce. I've got a bounce in the 460s. I've got risk in the 475s. It's only 15 cents, right? So I can use pretty decent size for that to fail. But then when it breaks risk, you lose like hardly anything because you just risk 15 cents. But back in the day, I'd be like getting squeezed up, yeah, and it's just not something I'm doing anymore. And then I even took this short as well. I'm like this short is ridiculous. This parabolic is ridiculous. So I'm short. Once the first I'm not chasing this up, right? I'm not chasing add. I'm like, all right, this is ridiculous. This is the first sign of weakness. I'm short from the 540s. As it happens, I like took this off in the fives because I was like, it's like 8%, 7%. And this stock's just a bit too scary right now, the way it's like making new highs and new highs. But even if I hadn't, I'm getting stopped out for a small loss. So in the end, between this trade and this trade, the stock went from 4 to 6. I should have lost money as a short, but I didn't because I had good risk management on the one that I lost, and I was just quite careful on the one that I won. So that's a very kind of important point. And that kind of summarizes me risk and how I've been managing it. And like I'm still doing 1%. Like one final stock I'll go through is OPGN. So there's about four good trades that I took today. Like OPGN, like what I really liked about this is it's like kind of topped out at its resistance and then it's just gapped down. So unless it has a lot of volume today, it's not going to be pushing back up. So with OPGN, we've got this established higher day. And when this established higher day like failed to break out further and we didn't get the extra momentum, I mean, it's a short all day. It's like a short all day in the 360s. And you're risking either the first top, which is like 361, and you're short from 357. That's like really tight risk. So if you want to go up to the 370s, I mean, it's literally fucking 2% risk. So you can take a lot of size. And I'm quite convinced that it's going to fail because you've got the failed breakout, you've got the lack of volume, and then you've got there's a long way down, and it's a terrible company, right? So there's a lot of reasons why this is a really good short. And again, like respecting the volume, respecting the channel, looking left, I'm like, I love that I got this fade, but it's starting to kill. It's starting to kill, and it's starting to make that high low double bottom. And I'm like, yeah, I want to give it patience. Yes, I want to like try and let the winner run, but I mean, ultimately, I'm like, fuck it. I'm up like nearly $2,000 on the day. I'm not risking this. And ultimately, I haven't looked at the stocks. I had some freelance calls, but ultimately, like we're still in this channel, and ultimately we're getting this major big descending triangle, and it's highly likely this is about to crack. And when it does crack, again, you could have stayed in this pattern with your risk, and you've got another leg down coming down, and this for sure has got down to the 280s, 290s. So, like, it's a really good safe way that I'm trading, because every trade that I take, I'm like risking like the same amount, like 250, 300. And I'm not just doing like crazy big size 1% risk, because some setups are too dangerous to take too much big size in anything to happen. Like I remember getting caught in MDGS with too much size pre-market. Took some crazy, been 3-4K down because just like I hesitated, didn't cut the loss, and then it's too late to cut the loss. So I'd rather just take the size, and if it is 1%, it's fine, but take the fucking stock. Often these days I'm putting a stop loss in, because I'm in 4 different stocks at the same time. I'm like, look, if it breaks my risk, I'm out. If it fakes us out, I'm fucking getting back in. So like, because that was the other thing. I'm like, oh, what if it just fucking breaks and then fakes out and comes down? Well, if it breaks and fucking looks like it fakes out, then rips up, like you're double fucked, because you didn't cut your risk, and now it's even higher than it was, and you've lost more than your risk times 2. But if it breaks your risk and then fakes out, then that fake out's your new risk, and you just get back in again. So a lot of things have just really fucking clicked. And the results, like I'm not getting stuck in things on the way up. So I'm not taking dumb losses where I would have had a 15, 20K month, but then I took 2, 3K losses, so it's a 14K month. Now I'm like eradicating those stupid losses, but then I'm like letting the winners run. Because I'm playing bigger picture, wider setup, wider size, but still sometimes taking nearly the same size I take with that 1% loss, but just trying to play the bigger picture, because I'm trying to get out of the idea of like in and out 3%. I'm trying to like play the big picture. And I hear countless different webinars from countless different people being like, the real money is in the multi-day setups. The real money is in the swing shorts. You're not going to get rich scalping. And so that's what I've been realizing, that I've been scalping a bit and trying to play a bigger picture. And if I can risk less money and make more, like it's fucking win-win. So yeah, that's kind of it. AMC is pushing. Definitely gonna afford a new PC. I'm so tight. Like I'm not tight, but like I'm like, oh, I'll just buy it now, then, and I'll just buy it later. And oh, do I really need it? But then when my computer blows up every fucking webinar, every live stream that I do, I'm like, I kind of need it. Like I'm feeling the processor; it's hot. No pressure to trade live if you can't. Yeah, I'll not be trading live until probably ever. Like if Tim Sykes puts us on a webinar and like says like, oh, join, be one of the challenge people, like then maybe I'll live trade. But to do it just fucking like it would cost me too much money. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm not being a dick about it. It's like I would be nervous and then I wouldn't be able to take the size that I take. Then I'd be panicking about losing in public. Like it doesn't serve me to do it. Like it serves us to help you guys and teach you guys, but because I'm not like imagine I didn't like lost $1,000 in a day because I wanted to do it live. Like it doesn't work. We'll not go through stocks because things are a bit laggy. That's fucking beautiful. Chris, did you take it? That's fucking we're gonna hang on. You did not right, I think yeah, we're back. Cool. You did not take it long. Dude, we're talking about this on Instagram. Fucking and you were like, oh, if it holds, it should be doing this. And I'm like, yeah, if it holds up, like it shouldn't, like 758, 757 H, like you fucking nailed that. Well done. Dude, I wish I took it. Like I was thinking about the conversation I had last night. Life of being a man, the one that always stops a man in his tracks of traction. Life of being a man, the one that I don't understand that. Any questions, guys, before I drop off? Like we've gone like 22 minutes. We'll be about 25. Very detailed, very packed. Any other questions? You guys know that I've got like a 5+ hour guide. It's in all my links from my Twitter profile. If you want to start shorting because the market's gone bearish, smaller accounts, I've got a discounted link for fees with Trade Zero. If you want to start where I started on penny stock and silver. All the links I think are on my Twitter profile or on YouTube videos as well. But if you've got any other questions before I go, quite a few of you guys in. Happy to answer anything. Risk management is everything. Yeah, I'm fucking fat on the scales and it's because of me hair. Nice. This will be, yeah, you'll see everything on YouTube. It'll pop up in like half an hour or something. Good to see you making $3,000 tango. That's fucking crazy. I don't make those gains. I'm still working towards like I've had one 3K day. Like I'm still working my way up to like consistent 1K plus days and 1.567 on a good day. Like I cannot fucking have 3K days yet, but I'm working on it. This is I'm working on my risk to then go ahead. 2,500, yeah, but $2,000. It only took 500 shares of a fucking $15 stock though. So but I mean $7,000, and I think you would have took $7,000 position. You would have took at least 30%. Yeah, so. And particularly when it lags, how do you focus on numerous tickers? I just load lots of different ones up, but I have multiple different platforms as well. Mainly for stocks to trade, it's a lot of chart analysis, research, scans, and then I'll often annotate and analyze things on them. But I have different platforms that come like I have one platform that specifically I have to use through my broker, so I've used different charting. New subscriber here. I'm living in Kent and using TZ. Have you looked into tax yet? Yeah, I've got. I don't speak about like tax advice and stuff, but I have got an accountant, and I am set up as a business. Like I can tell you that I've got an accountant, but I've got a company. Like I do freelance work, so I've got a company and I have lots of different incomes all coming into one. So I'm set up as a business, and other than that, you need to get your own tax advice. Like I've done mine all independently and paid an accountant and shit. It's fucking blows, but tax is tax. I'm so glad I got you out today. I'm so glad to see you. Yeah, Mike. Looking at swing trade, how would you go about applying daily max loss? Best advice I can ever give you, it's like if you're on stocks to trade or whatever, go on 15 days, 15 minutes. That's the best time frame. I always use that and map out the support and the resistance. wherever you're going long, if you're swinging long, make sure that you're buying long and near the 15-minute support line. The most consolidation on a 15-day, 15-minute. Or if you're short, do it the other way around. And that is a wrap. Peace, guys. Please use the affiliate links. It pays a small amount of money in the description. And thanks for watching.